My name is Sandra D'Souza. I'm one of the geriatricians here at Highland.
I am Megan Ruddy. I am the nurse manager on the Everest Joint Center on East 6 at Highland Hospital.
We work with an older population, age 65 and above. I work primarily on 2 units, one being the Wilmot Cancer Center, where we work with oncologists, and one being the Geriatric Fracture Center, where we work with orthopedic surgeons.
I think that creating private rooms at Highland makes a person feel not like a patient, but a guest.
Private rooms in general for patients in the hospital are great. Infection prevention, having your own room, not being exposed to other things, that'll really help.
We had a patient here. He had multiple infections in his leg, and the options really were, amputation or to further the course that we were on. That's a big decision for a patient and a family member. It's not something that you want to do with a stranger in the bed next to you. In the end, he did say that his private room and the time that he was able to spend with his family really put him at peace with the decision that he made.
My relationship with Highland Hospital started in a very bad way. I was dying, actually. My organs were failing, and I had a disease related to calcium. They IV'd me and gave me medicine, and I went over to Highland on the 5th floor. I had a lovely single room, and I started to recuperate. Having a private room made all the difference, because if there was someone else in that room with you and they had friends, relatives coming in and out, using the bathroom. If you're stressed, you don't heal well.
And the other thing of the benefit of having a private room is, of course, family. Having family be able to go into the room and it not be a big stressor.
The new tower allows everything to be in the room that we and their family members need to give them the right care.
When people come to the hospital, even though we're here to help them and heal them, it is a very stressful time. Having a private room to have a family meeting, having a separate physical therapy room, having a meditation room, someplace where the family can go and relax, or even have the patient spend some time.
I was able to work with the architects and the designers on where things were placed in the room. They were able to simulate part of a unit for us. Everything was able to be moved. We moved where the desk was. We moved where the beds were in the room to make sure that it optimized someone being able to safely get out of bed and get to their chair or get to the bathroom. Physical therapy in the rehab department was involved so that patients can complete their physical therapy right in their rooms. The private room isn't just benefiting the patient. It's benefiting and it's changing the way that I'm able to provide care for that patient.
When the floor moves over to the new tower, the surgical patients will be in a private room, which means after their surgery, they can recuperate. They can sleep at night with no disturbances, which means in the morning, they can participate in physical therapy and occupational therapy, and they're not confused and they're not sleeping through the day, and thereby reducing the length of stay in the hospital, less delirium for us to manage in the hospital. Having these private rooms will really make a large difference to not only the patients, but the type of care us as providers do.
Highland does have a big sense of community.
The doctor herself was explaining and making the care reasonable and understandable to her as a patient. She made sure she understood, and that made her feel safe.
I felt safe. That's a big deal. I felt safe.
This is what real hospitalization can be.
That's how I felt.
That's how we felt.
We are building this tower because the needs of our community are changing, and we hear them, we see them, and we're responding to them. Walking through the doors of Highland Hospital is like walking into a big hug.